Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go the Cash App, $ Deem by any means. There go the PayPal at Deem by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It's much appreciated. William Zepeda showed that he is a problem. William Zepeda showed that his punch output is out unmatched. He showed that if you're not going to outwork him, you can't beat him. And his gas tank is probably the best in boxing. Let's talk about it, y'all. William Zepeda went up against what's homie first name? I don't know. I'll forget about it that fast. Caberea. Let's just say his last name. His first name will come to me in a second, but his last name, Caberea. Stopped him in 3 rounds. And the sad part is Caberea, it didn't look like he was about to stop him. William Zepeda only threw about 40, 50 punches in the beginning. It looked like it was about to be a very good fight. I told y'all that Caberea is a pressure fighter. I told y'all that Caberea going to come out and not care about nothing. He going to be awkward, and he going to do what he do. And it works, just not against William Zepeda. Pitbull Cruz, we got to talk. Because William Zepeda did what you couldn't, my guy. He found him. He destroyed him. He disconnected him from his senses. William Zepeda hit that boy so hard in his liver that he got up at the 10 count. He did what Ryan Garcia did against Tank. No mas. He didn't want no more. And that punch output will do that to you. William Zepeda is a guy that's not great at it. That's not great at the technical skills of boxing. So, Dane, what you mean? He's not a great jabber. He's not a great hook artist. He's not a great uppercut guy. He don't have amazing footwork. He has pretty good footwork. He don't have amazing footwork or none of that. William Zepeda is about a B at everything. But you know what he's an A at? Being relentless. You know what he's an A at? Outworking you. You know what he's an A at? Out punching you. That matters. And you know what he does? What attribute in the fighter he does have? Stamina. We all play video games. Your guy could be as good as ever, but if he don't have the stamina, it doesn't matter. Stamina is a skill. Being in condition and prepared is a skill to be able to punch as many times as he does. William Zepeda probably put out the biggest output of punches of any fighter in boxing today, right now. He's probably the most active fighter in the ring right now. That matters. William Zepeda has, and what makes him dangerous is because he's a jack of all trades. But the things that, when you're a jack of all trades, you need the intangibles to be amazing at, and he's amazing at the intangibles. What do you mean, Dean? Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is not great at anything besides playing defense, would you say? But it's his intangibles that he's great at that enhances all the rest of the things he does. He's not the best scorer. He don't got the best handles. He ain't the best dribbling guy. He don't got the best court vision. He ain't the best finisher. But guess what? His IQ, his conditioning, and his intangibles, all the things that you can't see that makes a person or an athlete great, he has. He has the athleticism. William Zepeda is very athletic. William Zepeda is not a standstill target. He was getting touched up last night, but anybody at 135 when Caberea is fighting him will get touched up. You can't help it. It's just the way he fights. He's going to tag you. He's long. He's active. He stick that jab out there long, and he stick it out sideways, y'all. So it's kind of hard to do a looping hook because his body's not even squared up to you when he's throwing a jab. He's throwing a jab from the side like he's goddamn, what's homie name, man? Oh, Lord. Like he's Ben Whitmaker. He throw the jab from the side like he been Windmaker. It's kind of hard to connect on somebody who's not facing up you. He's not facing straight up when he throws the jab at you like a normal boxer. His body is sideways and he's flinging it out there. Similar, a fake Muhammad Ali version of it. You understand? Even more sideways than that. Like literally, his feet are planted sideways and he's jabbing from the side. It's hard to catch somebody like that. It's a good tactic, But the minute that Williams Zepeda turned the heat up, it was over. Williams Zepeda, listen, the stuff Shakur Stevenson was getting hit with last night when Arthur was connecting, when Arthur was putting pressure on, the difference with Williams Zepeda is he's a little more athletic, a little guy. Everything Arthur does, Williams Zepeda does better. The problem is Williams Zepeda wouldn't have stopped. Yeah, when he had Shakur, when he was hitting Shakur up and with them combinations and kept trying to go in and be aggressive against Shakur, and Shakur wasn't punching back against Williams Zepeda, he wouldn't have stopped. He wouldn't have gave you a chance to grab him. He would have backed up and continue to beat you to the body, continue to sidestep you, if Shakur Stevenson would have sat there and let him hit him the way he was letting Arthur do it, Williams Zepeda will throw 30 punches straight. He will throw 30 straight unanswered punches. He won't stop. You're not hitting back, he's going to continue because he trains for that. See, when you're a jack of all trades, you have to be great at the intangibles. Williams Zepeda is great at the intangibles. What is that, Dean? Ring generalship is intangibles. That has nothing to do with skill. Shakur Stevenson got all the skill in the world and said that he got to get better with his ring generalship. Even Jerron Ennis admit he had to do the same thing. It's not that they don't have the talent to do it. They don't have the footwork to do it. That's an intangible. That's something you got to work on, mirroring your guy, going to where he's going. If you ever play football, you know they always say, don't tackle where the guy at, tackle where he's going. Run to where run to where he's going. You have to learn that. That's a tangible thing. IQ is a tangible thing. Ring generalship, IQ is a tangible thing. Williams Zepeda is probably one of the best at it. Williams Zepeda understands the 4 levels of boxing. Williams Zepeda is going to target every single part of your body. He don't care where he hits you at. When people say break a fighter down, there ain't too many better than Williams Zepeda at breaking a fighter down. And he's a southpaw. So he's fighting from a different angle on top of that. He's not even fighting from the same angle that everybody else is fighting at. That's what separates Williams Zepeda. That's what makes him dangerous. I just listen here, man. Very impressed by Williams Zepeda because pressure busts pipes. He's the definition of that. Williams Zepeda reminds me a lot of David Benavidez with a little bit more athleticism, though. With just a little bit more relentlessness than David Benavidez has. Definitely a little more punch output. All the stuff that I like about David Benavidez, I like about Williams Zepeda. I just think Williams Zepeda a little bit better at it. He's a smaller man, so he probably should be a little faster, a little swifter, a little better head moving. I'm not doubting that. But what I'm telling y'all is I got to still give him credit for it that he is a little better at it. Williams Zepeda and Gervonta Davis will be the most entertaining fight at 135. I can promise you that. Williams Zepeda versus anybody at 135 will be the most entertaining fight for them. That's where his value is held at. You know the same reasons we like Pitbull Cruz? You know one person I know would give Pitbull Cruz, I don't think Pitbull Cruz can beat? Williams Zepeda. Because everything that Pitbull likes to do, he likes to do, but y'all know my saying, he's just a little bit better at it. He throws even more punch. I know it's hard to think that he throws even more punches than Pitbull Cruz, but he does. Just watch him. Watch Pitbull Cruz versus Caberea. Giovanni is his name. I'm sorry, y'all. Giovanni. It just came up. Giovanni is his name. Giovanni Caberea. Go watch Pitbull versus Giovanni Caberea, and then go watch Williams Zepeda against him. The breakdown happens much faster. Williams Zepeda is a dog, and he deserves all the praise in the world. Williams Zepeda should be a superstar, in my opinion. I don't know why the Mexican fan base is not all the way behind this young man. Him and Bam Bam, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't even care, though. You know, that's on them. But I think but instead of holding Canelo so high up in the air, they need to be holding these two fighters up in the air. That's just my opinion, y'all. Instead of holding Canelo so far in the air, they need to be holding Bam Bam, Williams Zepeda, and David Benavidez up in the air. That's what they need to be holding up in the air. Because those are the guys that's actually giving us the fights we want, actually fighting the way we want, and actually showing us that hunger and that dog. Very proud of Williams Zepeda, man. He broke him down faster than I thought he did. Y'all know I said what? What did I say, y'all? 8th round TKO, 8th round knockout. I had Williams Zepeda, I think. Well, he did it 5 more rounds prior to that. Pressure busts pipes, man. And one thing about Williams Zepeda, he gonna put that pressure on you because he's faster than you think. He has better footwork than you think. He's more powerful than you think. His IQ is better than you think. And he's more relentless than you understand. His relentlessness, you don't understand that until you get in the ring with him. He one of them people that you see it on TV, but you don't know how much he's wearing on somebody in real life until they in there. He's not just throwing regular jabs. Shout out to my man Knockout Boxing. I heard him say this, which is very true. He's not throwing regular jabs. He's throwing power jabs. And if you don't know the difference between a power jab and a regular jab, then I don't know what to tell you about that. I can't really, it's kind of hard for me to explain it. Think about what Keyshawn Davis was doing with homie last night, Marino or whatever his name was, what he was doing with homie last night. And would who's somebody who do a lazy jab out there? Sometimes what Lomachenko do, like he's throwing it out there, but he's not really throwing it. He's really more throwing it for distance. It's a difference. It really is a difference. Caberea was just throwing it to keep him at bay, to keep tagging him. Williams Zepeda is throwing it to hurt you, to do actual damage. Shout out to Williams Zepeda, another dominant performance. The top guys like Frank Martin, Shakur, Loma, Barivchek, Gervonta Davis, all of those guys, they got to see him now. It's like it's not. He done backed everybody into a corner at this point. There's nobody else I really want to see him fight. Williams Zepeda has earned it. Unlike Keyshawn Davis, I feel like all the way. I feel as though Keyshawn is earning it. Not that he hasn't earned it because he's one of the top ranked guys, but I feel like he got a lot of fights to be made. Then we could talk. If Keyshawn Davis beat a Frank Martin and Andy Cruz, hey, Keyshawn, you can shout Tank and Shakur and Barivchek and all that. Or if you fight a Frank Martin and get a Barivchek fight and you beat him, I ain't mad at it. But you gotta do what Williams Zepeda is doing. Because you could have stopped your man last night too, but you didn't. So, listen, y'all know what this is, man. Deem by any means. And I holla at y'all.